Shalom Mishpachah. Guess Abba is leading me to make yet another video today. I don't know, something told me I probably would. But anyways, yeah, it's a little dark on this side of the street. Because I'm walking a little bit of a ways opposite of where all the stores and lights are. But that's because I'm going to the one gas station, because I was just at the other one that's that way. I don't feel like going to the same one twice. Anywho, not to get, TMI, but it's for reasons. Something that everybody does on a daily basis. With the bowels and all that. Alright, to the point of the video. Stop rambling. Alright. Abba is good. Yahuwah is definitely good. Not too long ago, probably like 15 minutes ago, I ended the conversation that I was having with this one fellow homeless man. And we were talking. I won't get into details of what we were talking about, but, I did happen to mention that I was a man of scripture. Keep it at that. And during our conversation, there's this group of ladies that came out of this fancy looking SUV. I don't remember what it was offhand right now. It might have been a Lexus. I wasn't paying that close attention to it, but there was a group of them that came out and kind of looked over our way a few times. Didn't pay them really too much mind. Well, eventually, they came up to us because we were sitting at picnic tables outside of the gas station, and they said he just left a wedding or something like that, and they had a bunch of food with them. And so they had like steak, and of course, me being vegan, that didn't appeal to me, but anyways, they had steak, hamburgers, chicken, potatoes, like baked potatoes, salad, oranges, condiments and stuff. And they're just like, they just walked over, said that they were taking a flight back to where they came from, and they didn't want the food to go to waste. And so I was sitting there and figured that we could use it. And of course, me being vegan, well, the guy didn't know obviously right away, so the fellow homeless guy offered to split everything in half. And I was like, well, I'm vegan, so I was like, I don't know if there's anything in there that goes along with that. But if there's not, it's all yours. So we looked through it, found the salad. It was a 5-ounce salad, one of them, like a big tub. Baked potatoes, he had one. I think there was 3 because I had 2. I ate one and saved one. There's 4 oranges in there, so I have those. And yeah, so, and it came from, we did not look at the outside appearance. as it is written, because a lot of people probably would have saw these women and saw that they were worldly, you know, and how they were in their dress, and probably would have never figured them to be the type to ever do something so kind and out of their hearts. You know, a pure, genuine kind of act. A pure, genuine, kind act. An act of kindness. And what they did. You know, they said God bless, and they drove off, and you know, they even looked our way when they drove off and waved. They were very polite, very friendly, and things like that. So, you know, Allah is good. He'll always provide. And learn a few things, you know, from a more seasoned homeless person, especially in this area, because he's been around here for a while, I guess. So he's sharing with me some things about the area and whatnot. You know, he was saying that you can hang outside of a restaurant if you so choose, and people will offer to buy you food or get you food or whatever, and you don't even have to ask. Like he said, people will just do it. You know, and he also, you know, he said he knew the word and all that. I don't know if he really practices it at least right now or whatnot. But we did talk about it a little bit. But you know, before he left, he did mention some words that are written. He said, you know, you might not always get what you want, but you always get what you need. He said every day you'll get what you need. He said it might even be the last minute of that day, and you might only eat one meal that day, but he said you'll always get what you need. And he said this is, you know, a good area in terms of people kind of looking out for people. He said, you know, so long as you're not a crazy person and you know, being manic and all that, you know, and you're respectable, that people will be kind to you. You know, and at the beginning of our conversation, he's like, you can't put bad into the world and expect good. You know, and I was like, well, it's written that you reap what you sow. And that's kind of what started the conversation, and I'll just keep it at that, you know. Of course, I don't want to share everything, being as, you know, that's for Abba to witness. But yeah, I just wanted to share another testimony and all that. I asked him about showering and things like that. What do they usually do? He said, you know, he mentioned like outdoor pools at hotels. They use those. And there's a couple places like with a shower, or that would help with a shower. There was one place, I guess, that helps with that. But he'd never been there before, but he's heard about it. So, you know, oh, and another thing, like, because earlier I brought up the subject of a phone charger and looking for a place to plug it in. Well, apparently, and I didn't even say anything about it, but he just mentioned it, and so I figured I would mention it to you all as well, to add on to what I said before. He said that usually you can go into a convenience store or something like that and ask for them to plug it in for you, and they'll keep an eye on it, and you can leave or whatever and then come back later on when it's charged, you know, it helps to like purchase a small item or something like that, because then like you're actually an active customer. But I don't know if that's necessary, but it's probably a bonus. So be kind, courteous to the clerks, and they'll help you in regards with that at least. So I'm about to go into this gas station and kind of continue on with my night, see what Abba leads, and talk to you next time. Mishpaka. Shalom.